Welcome to the Death by Rage Quit podcast. I'm here with a few of my friends here. We're going to talk a little bit about League of Legends. The champion of the week this week is Shyvana. Just a little bit of introduction. I've been playing for a few months now. I have several champions that I like. I primarily like jungling. I think that's kind of my favorite. So let's just go around, talk. What's your favorite champion?
All right, I'm Bobby Smith. I've been playing for almost 8 years. My favorite champion would probably have to be Evelyn, just because I love to run around and assassinate people.
I am Kevin Cornell. You have met me last video, and my favorite champion is Rengar. I have chosen this. I love pouncing at people and doing massive amounts of burst damage.
I'm Tristan Williams, and I usually just play with whoever's free and whoever I just feel like playing as.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
All right. So first off, going into this, we're not professional gamers by any means. We've been playing the game, just
in no way are we MLG.
Exactly. So, just view it as us, just friends sitting around talking about League of Legends. Okay, we're just giving you advice. Don't bash us in the comments section. We're just here giving our opinions, okay? Hopefully making it a little easier on you if you're going to play Shyvana. Let's start out talking a little bit about what you guys, or basically just the general rating. We'll go with that, okay? Kind of what angle you're coming from. For me, I enjoyed Shyvana. I thought she was pretty good. I would give her on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being really good, I would give her probably an 8.
I would give her a 7, but then again, I'm not used to assassins, so.
I gave her a 10 because I really love her.
Okay.
She's amazing.
He likes her roar mode.
I gave her a 9, just because she's a dragon.
That's it. Okay.
I like dragons.
All right. Let's go with the pros and cons here. Some things that I liked about her. I thought she was well-rounded. That's kind of a pro and a con, I think, to me. I thought that she's pretty tanky, and you can kind of build her in multiple ways. So she's pretty versatile based on what your team needs. At the same time, if you need a champion that's going to do a lot of damage, I don't necessarily know that she's the best for that. She's not the best champion for that. If you need a champion that's great at tanking, I don't think she's the best at that either. So I think in a team environment, I don't necessarily know how she fits in. Does anybody want to add to that? What do you guys think?
In the pros department, it's her burst damage that I really like, because she's an instigator. She just jumps in and says hi to everybody. Yeah, I know. It's my catchphrase. Anyway, but in the cons department, whenever she's soloing, she just can't get that damage down that she needs to if she has more than one champion on her.
I agree with that. I agree wholeheartedly on that.
With Nocturne, I thought, that's my favorite champion. And it seems like if you build him in a way that's damage dealing, I mean, he can just drain you real fast. Whereas Shyvana, I don't think that she has that capability, really. She's not meant for that. She's a great jungler. I enjoyed her jungling. I thought she was better towards the late game. I mean, early game, I feel like she's not great. Once you get her ult, at 6, then she becomes more effective.
Go where you please.
Yes.
Anybody else have any pros or cons?
One pro I got for her is that if you get her attack speed up, and while you're in dragon form, you can keep your rage almost neck and neck with her drain on her dragon. Sometimes you can even get more rage than you get drained down, which I think is a plus because I love dragon form. It's just roar mode.
Okay. Let's go with somebody else. I have some papers here from other people, that wrote some stuff down about what they liked about her and what they didn't. Somebody else said, as far as jungling with her, and I noticed this too, is that there's other junglers that have better ganking ability. She doesn't necessarily have those stuns. I mean, she has her ult, which can kind of push people back, but
Yeah.
beyond that, she doesn't have any ability to kind of stun and stop people from just running back to their turret.
For the ganking ability, I would have to say it's her movement speed and her dragon form. That's about it.
Yeah, her W and her dragon form. Yeah, I would say that.
The only time she's really effective in ganks is if their opponents are pretty far away from their tower.
Yeah.
If they're far away from their tower, they're probably dead. So
Yeah.
I guess there's a balance there. But any other thoughts on that?
I've never tried jungling with her, so I don't really know. Jungling is not my style, unless it's late game and I just need a lot of gold.
Yeah, I've only jungled with her once, and I had to leave to go to, I think it was mid lane because our mid left.
Yeah.
So that was not a fun game for me.
Wait, did they leave or?
Yeah, left.
Oh, joy.
Okay. Well, I pretty much only jungled with her, other than I went top lane with her twice, I think. I tried mid lane once too, and that was a disaster.
Yeah.
She's
not a good
mid.
mid.
Did that too today.
So where were you playing her at bot?
I was either played her bot or top.
Okay.
I
Because
prefer
as
bot.
you know, me and Kevin always lane together.
Okay.
Laning buddies.
Tristan, you have anything to add to this, or?
I just run around and attack people.
Okay.
I'm a simple kind of guy.
Makes perfect sense.
Let's talk about masteries then. We talked a little bit about this before we started the podcast, but I think I went mainly attack damage, and I think with the extra points I had, I went defense to build up her tanky ability.
I agree with the attack damage. Defense, it would be good for survivability. That's really all I have to say about it, because if you build her right, she mostly builds attack damage and attack speed, like Kevin said. So there you go.
The only other option I think that I could see people going is possibly the utility tree to get extra gold, because I think she's pretty dependent on her gear.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
is.
Once you get late game and you start getting your gear up, she becomes a lot more effective. So
That's what utility's for?
Yeah, utility. You can
I need to
get
change my Karthus
additional
build.
gold.
I need to change my Karthus build.
Yeah. So,
I still haven't touched my masteries page.
you just killed this podcast. No,
Yeah.
everybody just quit the podcast right after you said that.
We do not blame you if you leave right now.
I do.
We'll put a big black box over his face from here on out. Sorry. No, I'm just kidding.
Not anymore.
Better know.
Better know if I really am.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just go through. We just got a couple more minutes here. Let's go through this role play scenario. If you're encountering different types of champions, what's your initial attack? How do you counter their abilities? So let's think of Jax first. Okay, your top lane, probably.
Jax, heavy damage output, loves to be a bully, and he's a bruiser. So I would have to say for initial damage, use your E, then your Q to get the damage down. Then use your AoE, and while your E and Q are coming back up, you can jump into dragon form and take him down, basically.
Yeah, I would initiate if I'm running up to him with my W to get that little extra speed burst.
Yeah.
It makes him try to react faster so he can mess up more. And then I would start with my E, then my Q, and burst him down. If I have my dragon form, I would hit that as well, and then E and Q and W and E and Q and W.
Right.
All I have to say is
Until
Jax
we're
is a bully.
Jax is hard going against Shyvana.
Yeah.
It's a hard fight. I will say that.
Well, with Jax, any champion is a hard fight because he's built to be the bully of the game.
That is true.
Yeah.
I attack with whatever my finger hits first.
Yeah,
Black
just
box again.
Just red black.
Is there a way to cut that out? No, I'm just kidding. All right. Morgana. Probably mid
Morgana, I would try to get her to use her stun first because that's really what gets her the damage on you. Because she'll stun you, then she'll use that weird black water thing that she does, and that just eats your health.
I think I would actually initiate that fight with her R first.
I think I would too.
Yeah, because she would stun you right when you're at her, so you can just attack her. Up for a little bit, use your W, use your Q, and when she runs away, use your E.
That sounds like a song.
Well, I always used my burnout to W and then did the ult. Because then you got the 5 seconds where the ground is burnt. You know,
Yeah,
you're dealing some damage that way too. But
yeah,
that's the only difference I would have probably.
I see how that would work. I do. What about you?
Attack. More attack.
Attack! Die!
Die all who oppose me!
Okay.
That pretty much sums it up.
Pull
Just kill him.
a ribbon. Pull a ribbon. Destroy everything in your way.
All right.
All right. Nunu, a support character.
Okay.
AP as well.
And tank.
Pretty tanky.
Yeah.
Kind of a lot. Well, not a lot like Shyvana, but tanky and can deal damage a lot like Shyvana.
Yeah.
Going against Nunu, I would have to say use your highest damage output first to get his health down.
Yeah.
So you probably would be saying use her alt and then use her Q?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that would do the most damage right off the bat. Because her Q does 100% of her damage, and then Dragon Form does 400.
But soloing against him, I really wouldn't suggest it.
Yeah, that would be a...
Because he does have the health to...
The only difference I was thinking was that whenever I wrote this down, was that he's got his ult, whatever that's called.
unnecessary coldness that hurts really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking, and he's also melee, so I was thinking, okay, if you initiate with melee instead of initiating with your ult, then you could use your ult to get out if you needed to.
Also,
if
if
you're still dealing damage if he's trying to chase you.
Yeah,
his ult stuns you, though. That's the only thing.
Only if it kicks off first.
Right.
But if you use your
You
ult
can get
to push him away before he finishes it, it would put it on cooldown, and that's a waste of an ult for him.
Yeah, so maybe that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't silence though, does it? It doesn't.
No.
Like
it
I
just
said,
pushes them.
It pushes
Like I
him
said,
away.
I mostly play as Evelyn, so I'm used to run in, kill, and then run away.
Cool.
Or just run in, damage, run away.
Oh,
Are there any champions that you say is just a tough matchup?
Against
What type
bruisers.
of bruisers? Okay.
bruisers. I would say heavy tanks like Mundo and Leona.
Oh god.
Yeah, I would not suggest going against Leona. Not at all. That's a hard fight no matter what.
Jarvan. Don't go against Jarvan. She'll run away. Sorry, a little bit of lore joke. Oh well.
Okay. All right, I think that's it.